Oh man, I'm famished. How do I open this? Oh yeah. Stupid me. And let's see. I'll just have some water. How am I? Oh, there we go. How do you think this one works? Okay, that's it. I'm tired of being told how to do everything. From now on, I'm living an entirely guide-free life. Perfect! If this keeps up, I'm gonna die of dehydration. I just wish there was a way they could show me how to do all this stuff without telling me. I think I know what today's video is gonna be about. Show don't tell is exactly what it sounds like. Instead of a video game showing you exactly what to do in a certain situation through prompts, it shows you how to solve a certain scenario or puzzle in a safe environment before throwing you into a more dangerous environment where you have to solve the same puzzle. This allows for natural difficulty progression without hindering the gameplay experience. Near the end of the 20th century, game developers were trying to figure out how to give the player a lot more content within a smaller game, or in the case of arcades, get more quarters out of the player. This led to them making the games a bit more complicated, which players enjoyed, thus the trend continued on for a little bit. But as trends tend to do, this one started to fall off. Around the turn of the 21st century, game developers wanted to appeal to a much larger audience. This led to them cutting back on the difficulties of their games, making it much easier for newer players to get into them. Because game developers had to appeal to a much more amateur audience, game design got more lazy and repetitive. This meant that games had fewer mechanics and level scaling was a lot more uneven. So whenever you started a game, the game would be easy and then it would end too easy due to repetition of mechanics, or it would end too hard due to game designers still trying to pander to the desires of more hardcore gamers. A couple good examples of these scenarios are the new Super Mario Bros. Series and the Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver games, respectively. New Super Mario Bros. Started off as a great return to a classic series. People enjoyed it a lot and were really happy to have Nintendo's poster boy in their own hands with brand new graphics. When the series came to the Wii, however, it was sort of dumbed down. Power-ups made platforming sections way too easy, and they didn't do much to change up the formula throughout the game, meaning that outside of new power-ups to aid your, quote, platforming, unquote, the segments for the most part felt the same. This trend continued throughout the New Soup series, and with 2 they introduced the Gold Tanuki, which made you invincible and let you glide. The enhanced Switch port for the DLC of the Wii U sequel to the game on the Wii, which was a follow-up to a reimagining of a game from the Famicom family of consoles. Wow. Nabbit was introduced as a playable character for Player 4. Nabbit's gimmick was that, since he works for Bowser, he can't be hurt by enemies. That's right, the character in a game about platforming and not getting hurt by enemies can't get hurt by enemies. They, quote, balanced, unquote, this character by making him unable to get power-ups. He instead puts them in his sack and he gets a 1-up at the end of the level for each power-up he grabs. You know, balanced. Nabbit can't use Yoshi, but he gets a 1-up for each power-up he grabs. It doesn't matter. At the other end of the spectrum, we have Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver. These games don't have much to talk about, it's just that the level scaling makes it so that you start off with a really easy game and end with a game almost too complicated to beat. Contrary to these design flaws, however, a new philosophy started to shine around the end of the new Super Mario Bros. Era. Show, don't tell. This design philosophy is a simple one. As I explained earlier, instead of just saying, hey, this platform/gimmick does this, through whatever annoying character the developer chooses, the developer shows you the mechanic in a safe environment where messing up the action to pass it won't kill you, before putting it into a more dangerous environment where you're under a time crunch or you have enemies after you. The Mario series actually has used this, notably in Super Mario 3D World, where you get like new platforms and new power-ups and safe environments where you get to test them and find out what they actually do before using them to defeat a boss or find a 1-up, a stamp, any of the collectibles they have in the game. It really just allows you to figure out what you're doing and then do it practically. Many indie games use this formula, as do a few AAA games. A few good examples we have are Celeste, Cuphead, and Battle for Bikini Bottom. All of these games tell you what your character does at the beginning of the game, introducing new mechanics throughout.
In Celeste, you're taught how to jump and grab walls, then how to dash, and throughout the levels you learn about new platforming challenges and mechanics. I don't want to dive too deep into this game because I'm planning on making a standalone video for it at a later date. Cuphead tells you everything you can do from the start and has natural difficulty progression as you pass through the levels. SpongeBob gives you the base mechanics at the beginning, and as you unlock new characters and moves for SpongeBob, you're told how they're controlled too. But that's as far as they go with telling you what to do. You get to utilize the mechanics to solve puzzles and defeat robots however you please, and it's really nice to have that freedom.
You see, that's the joy of Show Don't Tell. The freedom. People don't want to have their hands held all the way through a game. That just makes it feel like they're watching a movie or a Let's Play or something. They want to have their own adventure. That's why, like, these games perform so well. Legend of Zelda, that's such a big franchise because it's your own adventure. You feel like you're actually in the world. And as we move forward, game developers are actually embracing this more. They're giving us more games where we're just given the mechanics and told to run free. It's like we're being given the car keys and told to drive wherever we want. And with more game developers doing this, we're sure to come to a video game renaissance soon. Let's just hope we don't revert back to, that. Oh, I forgot to end the video. Wait, how do I end the video again? Oh, god damn it.